Hello everyone. I am so happy to be here. I'm happy that you're here. And today I have such a fun project. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy I thought of it. It's going to be different. So what you need is a piece of paper that you love. These, by the way, are my latest digital papers and they're in my Etsy shop. So if you want them, go grab them. Okay, so I will fold this here. I need my folder right here. So decide on the width that you want your hidden paper clips to be. I want them quite wide because I find them a little more fun. And I have 3 different ones I think I want to show you today. I hope we will have time because these are different from anything else you've seen and they're super easy, which is even more beautiful. So I will put this paper aside. I'm just trimming the white border. I forgot to print without borders. That happens. There we go. And if you don't have a color printer, that's okay. Just pick one of the papers you love and just follow along. Okay. We won't be needing this anymore. So for the next step, for this first hidden paper clip anyways, you will need to draw a circle, a square, a rectangle, whatever you want to make your window. If you have, any kind of device that can make a window for you, absolutely go for it. I have my die cutting machine, which is what I will also use. So I will just grab my things here that I need to cut my window. So I will see how much, what is the width of this. So between those two here, and I think I would like it to be, I would like to keep this part of the paper. I actually really love it. I think it's beautiful. Let me see. Yeah, so right about here and in the middle of these 2 lines for me. So of course you measure with whatever you're using. Perfect right here, I think. Now I will of course put some tape so my paper doesn't move. Just a tiny piece. And so I set between those 2 lines right here, just like that. Lovely. And I'll just put a tiny bit of tape just here, just to make sure it doesn't move. Okay, so I'll be right back when the window is cut out. Okay, so I'm back. Now, for those of you who don't have a die cutting machine, clearly just use scissors. It's all good. Just going to take this tape off. Okay, perfect. Now, the next step is to take care of this window real quick. So I will give you options. I will use these because I like to put dry flour in my laminating machine, which by the way I recommend. It's really inexpensive, and if you're like me and you love to make all kinds of windows with dried flowers, it is a must. It's like I said, it's inexpensive and you can put so many flowers in one sheet. I've had it a while now. I've used it numerous times. You will see in many of my videos. I do not regret this purchase 1 second. However, if you don't have that, obviously you can take whatever beautiful, if you have a printer, even if it's black and white. I printed that on vellum, and look, this would look absolutely gorgeous, and of course it looks good on both sides. So that's another solution. If perhaps you have embossed papers that you maybe have purchased, you can put it in the window. It's just to have a fun element. You don't have to have a window, but I'm showing you these because that's the way I've designed them today for our little lesson. It could be a beautiful ephemera that you want to put in there and then maybe stamp something. So there are many solutions for you to fill this window with whatever you want. You could also have, you know how I keep packaging a lot of times to make window? So you glue a piece of packaging, then you put an image, whether it's a fussy cut image or dried flowers, and then you put another piece of packaging here, and when you close it, you got yourself something resembling this. Okay, so for me, for today, I will use this because of course I have it, but I'm just hoping I gave you plenty of ideas for you to do with what you have. So I will put some glue on this side here, just like that, on all four sides. It's just to avoid having any gaps between the image and the frame. Oftentimes I find that people forget that, and then you can have a gap between your window, and I don't like it. So before though, I think I'm going to ink the edges just a bit. I usually forget to ink the edges of windows, but it does add another extra, you know, finishing touch. So why don't we do it since I thought of it? Just like that. And this paper is like old wallpaper, as you can see. I think the dark inking is perfect for this. I will ink the edges, I think, of this whole thing once we're done. Okay, so now I will take this off, the backing of this tape. Now for those of you who are wondering what about the traveler's notebook, don't worry, I will finish it. I just had this idea today and I had to share it. I was just way too excited about my brilliant idea because this came out of my own little head. And I'm quite proud of myself. Okay, so once this is done, we will fold it. We will open it and you will fold it this way, long enough for you to house these paper clips. I will probably choose 2 paper clips just for, you know, making it more solid and grippy on the page, because it is a bigger hidden paper clips than what you usually see. So for me, I would think that this is perfect. You just have to measure this way. It's really easy. So we're going to fold it really nice and tight, just like that. Make sure it's even. Okay, so like this. So for me, this will be the front, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's you can flip it. It's just because I like this. So for me, this is the front. So what you will do next is you will grab your scissors and you will cut on this line and go a tiny bit further than this fold line here. So just like that, you will cut. Oops. Now you know why I don't trust myself to cut straight. I can't even cut in a fold line. You will go beyond that line just a bit, just like that. Okay? Now we will fold this back. Okay, actually just like that. Okay? So, and now we will fold again right there to that line. So you fold it up until you reach that line that you just cut, just like that. And we'll fold like this and like that. Okay, so you see this right now, right? Okay, so obviously this now is a little too long, right? Because look, you can see all that. You don't want to see that. Okay, that's not a problem right now. So we have this. Now is the time to insert your, so just for you to see, we had this folded, then we cut a little lower than this fold line. Then we took this piece and we folded it down to the cut. Now you will put your paper clips in. Well, maybe this way, it doesn't matter. Okay, I will put 2. I find it will be just better overall. Okay, and then all you have to do, if you want, you can just fold it back this way so that we don't see this white part. Okay, I also personally usually like to you know, maybe glue this. So I will do just that. I will put some glue here. And at the same time, it prevents anything from moving. So just like that, just hold it a few seconds. Also, before we go any further, I could have trimmed this a tiny bit before, but I didn't, so I can do it now. It doesn't really matter because it will be covered by the other flap, which is this one. Okay, so before you do what I've just done, just trim it if you want. It just makes for a better fold. It's really all it is. Okay, so flip it like that, right? So now you have these. So before we glue anything else, you have to put some tape, because this also, when it closes, you don't want it to have gaps like this. Okay, so we will use, it's just to think of all the steps before you glue everything shut, really, is all I'm saying. Okay, so we're going to do like this and do some like that. It's just to avoid some gaps. I don't like it when it doesn't look finished properly, let's say. There, like that. Now we know the window will be tight with the other window. There, just like that. Oops, I'm taking the glue off of it. Ah, okay. Now you can put glue everywhere. Everywhere else, I should say, especially here on the edge. So by the way, if you're working with paper like me, glue doesn't work very well on plastic, so make sure you trim, you know, so that you have paper to put glue on and not just plastic, or you're gonna have to put double-sided tape. Okay, so like that, and now we are ready to close. So we will close this part just like that. There, beautiful. And now, I just didn't cut very straight. I'm not very good. I told you this before. Why do you think I use a cutter? I'm just going to try and fix this a tiny bit. There. I can't believe this is what I do on YouTube and I can't cut straight. It's a little funny. You know what? By the way, since I think about it now, I'll just round the corners here. I shouldn't have put glue, but just going to round the corners real quick. And, oops. Now there's glue on my corner. That's okay. I can rinse it later. Okay. And do I want to ink the edges? Maybe a tiny bit. Sorry for the arm. Just here, I'll ink the edges of everything else afterwards. Okay. So now all you have to do, once you have your glue everywhere, I'm going to put some more since I took some off with my fingers. There we go. All you have to do is close it and just hold it for a tiny bit. There. Just make sure that you don't glue this to that, because then it defies the whole purpose. Remember, it's supposed to be a hidden paper clip, so it's got to clip somewhere. Okay, so let's pretend, let me grab a book of some sort. Okay, well, I didn't have anything close by, so let's just use this. And now you have your hidden paper clip, and there you go. Right? I mean, of course you don't see the back, you know, this part, but it's okay because this is see-through and you see behind, and I find that very lovely. So there you go. And when you turn it around, it's just as beautiful when you take it off, right? So there it is. All you have to do now is, I would personally probably round the corners just like that. This is not super round. Let me round some more. There. perfect, and of course ink everything up, and nothing prevents you from decorating. Absolutely, you can so decorate. There's so many ideas. Let me show you. Just going to make sure this is well inked. Oh, I'm loving this. This is beautiful. So what you could do is, remember these came from us cutting this, the window. Well, you could easily put this here and make it into a tiny little pocket. Lovely. You could also do the same thing on the other side and make a little pocket. Why not? Right? So that on the other page, once you turn it around, let's say, let me find something I could put in a pocket, but I know I have tiny things here. Just trying to find something. Well, I have a heart, but that wouldn't fit. But you know what I mean? You could put a tiny little item, a little ticket of some sort, and like this. See? You can have little tickets, and it's fun because it gives the back something interesting to look. And it doesn't have to take these. Obviously, you can take, you know, any other paper that you have to make a little pocket here and make it interesting. You know, there's so many possibilities. You could just put something like this here. You could put a piece of fabric and stamp a word. There's so many ways to finish this, but I want to move on and show you others that we can do. And in the end, if I decorate them, I'll show you how I decorated them, okay? But for now, we do have a hidden paper clip, just like that, and it holds beautifully. And I say hidden paper clip, these can also work as page markers, clearly, right? So there we go. So this is for number one. Now let me show you the next one. Okay, so I'm jumping in here with voiceover, and this part is fast forwarded because the title you see on top right now, Creating Show-Stopping Envelopes, a Handmade Guide, is a video of mine that was quite popular actually. I think well over 5,000 people watched it, and it's really going to show you how I'm making these envelopes. The reason I'm doing this is because this video is not about making envelopes, and I realized that it was taking too long to explain that particular process, when really this video is about you creating hidden paper clips. So I wanted to keep with it. The first the first part, it was all part of the paper clip, whereas this, as you will see right after this speeded video part, you know, the envelope is just an addition to the hidden paper clip. So I will take my time to show you the making of the hidden paper clip. I just didn't think spending another 10-15 minutes on an envelope was a good idea for this particular video. So you can go ahead and go see that title in my videos, and I will always I will also put the link of that particular video in my description box. But if you're not good with description box, just type this in the search exactly like that, and you will find the video I'm talking about for you to create your own envelopes. And yeah, if you also want my papers, which are on Etsy, in that particular model of paper, I've put 2 envelopes that you can just cut out, fold, and then you're ready to go. Okay, back to the video. These papers, if you decide to get them, they already have envelopes made. Maybe you have small envelopes, or maybe you know how to make your own. Just go ahead. I just wanted to show you real quick. Now for the paperclip part, you will need a paper that is as wide as your envelope or a little smaller. That's also okay. And what you're going to do is you will fold this enough that you hide your paper clips. So it's always about making sure that the paper clips are hidden, because it is the goal here. Okay, and now you will put your paper clips in just like that, and just like that. Okay, and then you will glue this here, but not yet. So like that. Now we will turn them around and make sure that it doesn't go beyond your envelope, but in this case this is actually perfect, right? You can see that it's okay, and you can cover the top right here with the extra. So you see this, right? Okay, so I will fold it here just like that, and then I can fold the extra over the top of these. Okay, so I didn't leave myself a whole lot. I could have left myself a bit more. I was a little stingy on the the amount I left myself, but it's okay. I'm just going to make a fold without that first. It'll be easier. Just leave yourself a tiny bit more. I don't know what I was thinking here, but now I don't want to refold it and have a big crease in my paper. So I will work with this. Just know that I should have left myself a tiny bit more. So before I glue anything, let me show you again so that you know how to do it. So whether you have this or not, this is also always a good way to have to make your hidden paper clips. So you have a piece of paper, okay, and you fold the top part enough that you could put your paper clips. Actually, I'm going to correct myself. This is good what I've done, by the way. But since I don't have a whole lot here, I'm thinking maybe I should fold since I have all this space free. So just for myself, just for this time. Actually, it won't change anything. Okay, never mind. So you have your piece of paper. You fold it once. Put your paper clips in. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, you could fold this up too if you wanted, just to, a little bit like we did earlier, just for added, I don't know, so nothing moves. It usually doesn't, but you can do it since you have the paper to fold it. Why not? Okay, and then you turn it around, you fold it up, and then you can hide the top of your clips with a tiny bit of a fold. Like I said, I didn't leave myself a whole lot. I could have used a little more, but I did not. So I will have to work with this because, yeah, I could have used a tiny bit more paper. Don't know what I thought there. It's okay though. I will work with it. I'll just fix this. Just like that. Just to hide the top, I will put some glue. Just like that. There. Okay. Just gonna hold it until it dries. Okay, so now it's dry, right? And remember, this is a hidden paper clip. Just like that. So this part, this is our envelope. We're going to flip it. This part is going to be glued to the back. But be careful, don't glue this. Just this part here, because this is where we're going to hook it on a page, okay? So just put glue here or double-sided tape, whatever you want. Oh, my son is having fun upstairs. I can hear him. I told him I was filming, but, he's playing video games. He's having fun. It's okay. There. Okay, now we will glue this to the back of our envelope. You can center it, you can put it on the top. It's really up to you. It makes no difference. I'm gonna wait for it to dry. And here you are. So now, let's say this is a book page. You have yourself a hidden paper clip, just like that. and this is just standing on the page or on the side of the book. And now you can open it and put all kinds of goodies, but this is a hidden paper clip. See, it clips on your page. So before I move on to the next one, because I know that because of the pattern of the paper, because I didn't leave myself a whole lot of space to hide the paper clips, I'm going to show you again real quick. Okay, so whatever envelope you have, whether you made it yourself or you have mini envelopes that you might have purchased, or you bought paper, digital papers like mine that have envelope, model on them, whatever it is, this part will always be the same no matter what you glue it on. Okay, so I will put this aside. I will show you one more time. So you take the paper. Now it's going to be better because this side is white, so I think you'll see better. So you on this side, okay, you will fold it, but you will just fold it this way first. And again, just leave yourself enough space to house your paper clip. So I think this would be enough. Let me see. Now I'm the one that might get confused because I'm used to working with double-sided paper, and then it doesn't matter what shows and what doesn't, but it's okay. So then you would, actually this is perfect. So these fit, so we're good, right? Now you want to hide the front, of course. So you would go like this and hide the front. And remember that tiny little flap I left myself earlier to hide these? That was too small, but now it's bigger, so that's perfect. So I can actually even go bigger if I want this to be like the front. The front will be larger, and then I still have a lot of space to hold the, hide the top, right? And once all of this is glued, right, this part with the white and this border here and the white, this I would put glue on and glue to my envelope. And once it's glued, then you have your hidden paper clip right there that functions all the time. Okay, super easy. I just wanted to make sure that it was a little clearer, so you can rewind this video and watch it again. Okay, especially if you have paper that is not double-sided tape, might be easier for you to see that you have to fold the white part and then this and then like that, and the white part doesn't matter because that is what is going to be glued on the back of your envelope. Because remember, so this represents this, because this represents the part that is glued on my envelope, right? Because once you hook it on the page, you're going to see this. So that's why. Okay, so I hope this is a little easier to understand. So since we already have this made, I might as well use it. I will put it aside, and then I will work with this paper for the last bit of this project. So let me get my paper trimmer, because actually I'm going to need the bigger one. I will trim this to the width I want, and in this case, this is a little, well, it's not too bad. It's a nice width, I guess. So let me just make a line here. I will trim the excess. Just had to see if I was filming. Okay, so I don't need this anymore. Now I will trim the white off of this right here. Okay. Now, let me see. Yeah, that's good. Actually, I don't like the white border here, so I have to trim this as well. Which now means that I will have to trim this. It's a little too wide now, so it's okay. Nothing was glued. So I just want to make sure it's the same width. Okay, or just about, right? It could be a little smaller because this is the backing, so we don't mind. So I will trim right about here. There. Okay, that should be good. So since we had not glued anything, I will glue it now and show you. So we'll do like this. And whoops. Doesn't matter, but you know. Okay. So like this. And then yeah, I like that. And like the other ones, like all the other ones I made, why not just fold this? Just for extra safety that nothing falls. I don't, although I really don't know how it would, but so I'm just going to glue this really nice. And I'm going to glue inside. Just like that. So remember, once you've done this, you can put these on anything you want. I'm just giving you a few ideas today. But I'm sure some of you will come up with other ideas. And that's the beauty. Okay. Now I will glue this, oops, glue this top part here, because we like to have this top part hidden. Just like that. There. Now, if this was a, you know, a standalone hidden paper clip, like this was it, well, then obviously I would make the paper a little longer to hide all of this here. You don't want to see that, okay? But we know that this is being glued to something, so, doesn't matter, okay? Okay, so, yes, it would be glued to something like that, right? And what I can also do is just to make it even better, because now, you know, you have to remember this will all clip on a piece of paper. You can certainly fold this like that and just glue it there, right? It looks nice. It's all in the same, you know, family of papers. It's really as you wish, okay? You can do it whatever you want. You could just glue it in the back like we've done before, which is what I might do. And I'm probably going to fold it forward. I'm thinking, yep. I think I like it like that. You'll see why I'm doing this after. Whoops, this is the wrong way. So this would be glued in the back. I'd rather this was double-sided paper. Let me see what I have, because I don't like I like the color for other stuff, but not for this project. Okay, so I just changed pieces of paper just because I wanted it to be double-sided. Okay, so what we will do is first, let me just trim the white parts. Just like that. Okay, that's nice. And then how about, well, I need to measure the width. So, if it's a hair larger, that's actually perfect. So that's the width. Therefore, I will, oh, I like this side. Oh, I think that's good. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'll just fold it the other side after. So I will fold it on the line that I just created, just like that. Okay, and I will trim this to this size. There we go. So that's it left over. And I will trim it again here. Just a tiny bit. There. So now it's two independent pieces of paper, which is what I was trying to do. Okay. So, ooh, I really like this. Oh, it's pretty. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so don't forget, this is the backing of what we're doing right now. So I want to, let me think here. Yeah. Oh, this is lovely. I like it. Okay. So now we need to find some papers to put in between these two. Okay, so I have all kinds of random pieces of paper left over of all kinds. They're not all the same width or height, and that's okay with me as long as they fit within the top of the notepad. I rounded the corners of the front, and I will ink the edges. There. Lovely. Love it. I have another last minute idea. I'm not sure if it will work or if it's even a good idea. Oh, I just seen this paper, but I used it already. It's a pocket. I forgot. Oh my goodness, I love this paper so much. Oh, it would look so good in the front. You know, just this. Oh my goodness. But I have another idea. So I'm torn now because I just seen this paper and anyways, okay. Let's just do this part first and then I'll decide if I'm going to get distracted by this new shiny idea with the paper I just showed you or if I'll just keep with what I had in mind, which is very difficult for me because that paper is absolutely, I have to make more. It's my favorite paper with my favorite, it's my favorite color, like that dark cream color, and it's my favorite die cut, embossing pad. I use it everywhere all the time. I have others, but I always go back to this one. I can't help it. That's just the way it is. So now I'm going to punch holes in here to put, wait, now I just want to make sure. Okay, you know what? Better idea. I'm going to glue the back here before because I want to punch holes in everything and I want to make sure see where they are, so the holes will go on either side. Okay, so first I will glue this because let's not forget this whole thing is a hidden paper clip thing, right? Just like the other ones we just did, just a little fancier. Now remember, don't glue this part, otherwise you won't be able to get underneath. Okay, I'm just adding a little bit of double-sided tape, and I will also add some liquid glue. I want this to be solid and to not go anywhere. And the beauty of what we're doing is if you use up your paper pad, because let's say, I mean, this is, for me, it's going to go in a journal, but you can offer this as a page holder for a book, right? And let's say it's the kind of book you want to take notes when you read. Well, you can take notes, and when the paper pad is full, you can take the sheets off and put new ones because they will be holding with just those fasteners, the braids. So at any point, you can take them off, add new paper, and keep going and keep your notes. So this will be the back. I'm just trying to see, when you take it off, I would like to see this in the back and not this. So, so if I want to see this, it means I have to glue it there. Yeah. So I will do just that, just like that. Like that. It's not glued totally yet, but enough that I can, just punch my holes already. I'm going to make sure everything is centered. Now I hope this will This is not wide enough because I intend on punching the holes here. I'm a little worried this sheet will go flying. So let me grab some sheet that's a little wider. Actually, I had the one I cut off. This is too wide, so let me trim it. Because I need to punch the holes on the very edge so we don't hit the paper clips. And the other one was a little too thin and I feared it would come in between. But now I think I want to put this one first. Let me see. With this, I like it to have a visual interest when you open the pad. And I find that showing this paper and this one, it makes you curious to flip the other pages because you already see two different papers. You know what I mean? You could also just make all the paper the same. I just like it like that. Okay, this is beautiful. Which way do I want it? I like it all, so I'm just going to put it this way. I'm just going to have a little clip to hold it while I punch the holes and make sure nothing moves. Just like that. Okay. So now I will punch the holes so I can feel the paper clips, so I know I have to punch on either side. Just like that. And the same here. Just about here. Yeah, perfect. And now I will choose. Oh, I like this color. Isn't it beautiful? I really like it. Let's try that. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. See what I mean? So at any point in time, the person can just open these, take the paper out, and put new one. There. Because it's not a permanent fixture. Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? All kinds of beautiful, interesting paper to write on. Oh, lovely. And it looks beautiful both sides. Now, I think of something here. Okay, I'm gonna need my bigger cutter. We'll see. I mean, if I don't like it, then it's okay. I'll just use this paper on something else, so it's never a waste. So I'm thinking to like rip some this way. I just want to add some more. I mean, the paper, I like it. I just made it. I just put it in my Etsy shop a few days ago, so I'm not tired of it or anything. I really do love it, but I feel I'd like just a little something, you know, just more. There's something that I'm looking for. I don't know what it is. Maybe a word. Yes, maybe a sentence of some sort. Maybe that's what I'm kind of looking for. So let me see what I have. So I have these words here. I also had these, and I really like this, the one that says heart and soul. I think it's bold and it's maybe a little too far. I don't know if you see that properly. You know, I like it. But I'm thinking maybe another kind of word. This I really like as well, so I might go, oh, I like it better, I think. I like it. I'm going to ink the edges, and then I'm going to glue all this, and then I'll finish with this idea, which I'm not sure I will do, but I will tell you. Where's my inky thingy? Yeah, I have this idea. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. I'll just take a few seconds to test it before, you know, I decide to put it there or not. So I think this is beautiful. I love it. I love my paper, but I really love to add this, so I will. Just like that. Then the last little idea to add to this, like I said, I want these hidden paper clips to be like no others you've seen so far. And these ideas just popped in my head, and I thought, oh my goodness, I have to. And like I said, I think I said it, I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, but in any case, I will also probably make a little note, because I know many of you have been waiting for, you know, video 3 of the Traveler's Notebook, and it's already done. I'm just editing right now, actually. But yeah, if you see this, it's because I have to show it, you know, before the other Traveler's Notebook. I just had to. No, I think right here is perfect. Just like that. There, I love it. Okay, so my last idea, I don't know if it's a good one. Give me a second, I'll grab a piece of fabric so I can actually show you. Okay, look at this. Do you see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to make something to hold a pencil or a pen. Wouldn't that be nice? I kind of like the idea, right? So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to sew right there. I just have to find a way to make a little mark of some sort, maybe. I could also just glue it with double-sided tape, but in any case, I'm going to try and sew it and see how I feel about it afterwards. Okay, well, I really like it. I'm not gonna lie. This is really... Now, the only thing is, had I thought of it before, I might have sewn the whole thing on this. But in any case, it doesn't matter because I can still glue it and it will work just fine. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some double-sided tape and glue. I really like the idea. You're giving a, you know, a pen or pencil. Oh, I love it. Some glue. Make sure it's extra secure. There. Then we're going to glue it right here. Just like that. Of course, we have to let it dry for a tiny bit, but once it's dried, then there you go. You even have your pencil holder. And now, if you have a journal page somewhere or a book, you can... Okay, this is not working. Hold on. I need something more solid to show you. Sorry there. I had to hold everything because it's not glued yet. But you have your hidden paper clip, right? Which is now a notepad. Just like that. The only thing I would think of is, now of course I'm going to hold it. Like I said, it's not totally glued yet. Is if you do what I've done, you know, putting a pencil or a pen holder, just make sure that the hidden paper clip will always be clipped on the side of the page. Otherwise, this will be in the way. Okay, that's the only thing. And again, that's just an addition I decided at the last minute. You don't have to do that. But I really like the idea that, you know, if this is inside a journal and then somebody sees a pen hanging in there, they open the page and they see this. Isn't that just special? It could be, like I said, offered as a page marker as well, where, you know, you can take notes and then you can definitely put it on the edge of the page just because of this pen or pencil holder. So yeah, okay. So I hope this video was not too confusing because I didn't practice anything. I just jumped right in there and showed you all my bright ideas because I was so excited. I had to show you. But I do hope you understand that you make the base and pretty much glue it wherever you want for your hidden paper clips. And then it's really like, I didn't decorate this. I apologize. I did say that I would, but I just want to, you know, end the video here. I think you've been with me long enough. Maybe I'll decorate and I'll show you a picture in the end. And yeah, I mean, this is so much fun. See what I meant? If you put it here, the pen or the pencil holder will be in the way. So when you do this, just make sure that you will always put it on the edge of the page. But other than that, you know, then you have all your hidden paper clips that, like I said, I don't recall seeing anyone making them this way. So there you go. I really, oh, you're a little close. I'm sorry about that. So I really hope you've enjoyed this way of making paper clips. I hidden paper clips. I hope I've given you some ideas. And like I said, just rewind and play back, especially where I restarted, um, to show you real quick the base, the hidden paper clip base. And of course, remember, I put two because I wanted my paper clips to be wide, but you can make them as thin as you want and just put one paper clip, right? This is just because I thought it'd be better with two for this width of hidden paper clips. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope I've inspired you. I really hope you've learned something. It always makes me happy, by the way, when you message me and said, oh my goodness, I gotta try this. I'm all excited. I'm gonna go try it right now. Because then I really know I've inspired you. And please, please give me a like if you liked it, because I need to grow my channel. You have no idea how important it is for me to be able to grow and see that I'm doing this for a good reason. You are almost 10,000 right now subscribed to my channel. I'm so appreciative. You have no idea how this touches me, but I really need your help because YouTube, I realize, don't show my video if nobody likes them or comments. So every comment matters, even if it's just an emoji. I will reply. I reply to every single one of you. And or just a like will go a long way. You have no idea. So thank you so much for those of you who do. And for those of you who don't, please try and take that habit. It would really help me out, and I really would appreciate it. So I give you a great big hug from here in Nova Scotia, Canada. I do hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe. And as usual, thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.